Welcome to Mass Effect 3 with mods of Paragon Run.
Did I already say part three? I wanted to start here because if you remember the beginning of last part, I bought a ton of pie jack meat, and apparently I've never done this before. If you buy all of them, you get a message from Dr. Chakwa saying, "We recently received large shipment, apparently purchased by you." Hijack meat? Really, Shepard? I don't know why you ordered it, but I had to examine it when the crew began to complain about the naustic stench causing nausea and headaches. After scanning, I've determined to be a Class B level hazard under Medical Regulation 12-Alpha. As Chief Medical Officer, I have ultimately be responsible for medical safety of the ship and order the crew to space it immediately. And frankly, Commander, I wouldn't feed this to Varen. So they spaced my pie jack meat that I ordered. And Liara said this. I hope you like what I've done. Excuse me. One sec. Anyway. Hope you like what I've done with this room. I'll let you know when I have more data on the Crucible. What happened to the Prothean data disk we collected back on the SR-1? They could be useful for working on the Crucible. I don't remember. Was that actually a question? Or... Alright, one second. I'll go check to see if that's actually a question she's asking. We're resuming talking to Liara because I don't think I actually ever asked her any questions. So let's go with
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
It's funny, this is the only time in this game where... Or like this, like it feels like in this series where you have the problem with it being too bright because you can't actually see Liara's face in this damn room. Prothean device.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky Edie let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. Tassoni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy.
Oh, I see.
Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
Oh, I gotta know.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus
Ooh,
cruiser.
that's a good one.
I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
I love... All of these lines are different, pretty much, because we did the Shadow Broker DLC last game. And honestly, the first time I played through this game, I kind of thought Liara was kind of lame. And now that I've played through all three games, numerous times, she's probably one of the best characters.
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
I think that's it.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
So that had nothing to do with the email that she sent me, but at least we got to talk to her. So now we're gonna go do a mission. I think. I promise we're gonna do a mission now. Okay. Alright, let's go. As you can see, though, I changed my outfit back to the dress because I like being fancy, okay? What can I say? I like looking at an attractive woman, and I like looking at fancy women. Although I do prefer being male chef, though, because he looks pretty good in the tux.
Commander?
No.
Commander? Commander?
I used to be able to spam it, so you just go commander, like a beatbox, kind of thing. It's pretty good. Commander. Whoa. Whoa. This looks different. What's that symbol? Oh, is that the Quarian? Cerberus. Cerberus Lab. Citadel. Dream Primarch. Okay, so I kinda want to start here or here. Because I know this one's not going anywhere. So that's the Citadel. What are these symbols? Ugh. This is interesting. So these are Alliance. Obviously those are Reaper. This is the Turian Primarch, so I'm going to assume this is the Turian symbol. Asari, maybe? That's Quarian, and then the... I guess they didn't want to... they just didn't give one to the Krogan, or the, I think over here is the Batarian. But we're gonna start with this one. I don't usually start with this one. We're gonna start with this one because this one's fun, and the reason I don't usually start with this one is because I usually forget what this one actually is. I think it's something stupid, but it's not. Normally it's equipped with new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around a system. Be aware, however, each time you pulse is used, the chance of Reapers will enter a system. The Reapers will enter the system is increased. If a Reaper enters the system, you flee into you wait. You complete a mission before turning. Okay, so yeah, it's this right here. It's
I found something.
so much better than Mass Effect 2. I forgot that you shouldn't go to those until you've actually used fuel, but whatever. But that means I can actually include like the times I'm out scanning in the video because it's actually like somewhat interesting. It's like little chase scenes, but we're gonna get to that later. For now, an actual mission. Wait, do they actually have their appearances? Okay, that's kind of dumb. I like that one though. Do they actually give different armor bonus? Power recharge speed plus 25%. Weapon damage plus 25%. Weapon damage plus 25%. Shields plus 25%. Okay, so we want the weapon damage. And hers is power recharge. We don't really care about that. Power recharge. Power damage. Select. Confirm. Oh, in between parts, I did a little bit more weapon upgrading. Oh, and I decided to go with this armor, and I'm gonna go with it before I change my mind. I think I'm gonna try out this gun because it says it's an upgraded version of the Avenger design, and the Avenger's the basic one, and I figure since I think this is one of the modded ones, I might as well go with that. Other than that, I think we're gonna stick with what else we got. He can stick with the Avenger. We're gonna give him the Claymore. Wait, I can modify your gun? Oh, I didn't realize. Dope. You didn't. I don't remember being able to modify their weapons, but okay, cool with me. Alright. Disruptor ammo. Alright, so I kind of want. I have 5 points, so I should be able to get something in here, right? See, the thing is, if I want to try to play with weight capacity bonuses and things like that, I don't have to play with the mods of no cooldowns, which wouldn't be too bad. But We are playing on insanity. Weapon damage by 10%. It's like, do I want to go for a power run or a damage run? Alright. Just because I want to. I don't know how much that'll do. Auto level, because I don't feel like dealing with it. She can't afford it. Okay.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Yes, I remember. Thanks for reminding
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are
God,
under
this
attack
game
again.
just looks like a movie. I love it.
Seems
Love
like
it.
more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, Lola.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
Damn straight.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll
His
avoid
eyes look red
detection.
too.
We should have a few
Jesus.
minutes.
Why does everyone's eyes look red?
Understood.
Maybe it's just the right light in the shuttle.
Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Boom. Oh, I expected the shuttle to explode. Still can.
No sign of survivors.
Alright, so
Come on,
my
we need to find the dig
armor
site.
looks pretty bulky.
This
You
was
guys
a
do, I
beautiful
guess.
colony once.
Kind of blocks
They
a
came
lot of
back
my
after the
screen.
Geth
That's my
attack.
main problem with it.
They'll come back from this.
They grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move to another.
But you'd still remember.
I don't know. The armor just takes up a lot of my screen. I apologize. The screen
that.
seems to be a little.
Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and
You were joking.
you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
Me too. Me too. We've taken more ill-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor and service researching. Blah blah blah. I don't care.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
Perfect.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Okay, so my recharge times are super long. So I think for right now, we're gonna have to do that. I think it's gonna take a second to kick in. Oh, interesting. It's a burst gun. Didn't expect that. Where am I going? Ah, that way. I got all confused.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. status, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis.
You kind of stick out, don't I?
Years.
Maybe I should go with one more subtle.
Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans, the people, not the technology?
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. In cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
Sorry about that.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Incoming!
Heads up!
Hell yeah. Let's get some fighting going. Oops, wrong button. Remember, we are in insane mode. So, like, it's not gonna be a cakewalk. That was a shot. Ouch. Oh, he died. Okay, dope. Really, we shot each other? How cliche. Nice.
Alright, let's get moving before more of them come back.
So 2 headshots with the Black Widow takes out a Nemesis. That's good to know. Hey, how can you see me? Ow! Oh, okay. I was healing, for the record. I was healing while I died. That was bullshit. I'd just like to say. Let's go this way instead. Deployment update. Local resistance heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. Most of our troops in the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities and to maintain the illusion of large presence in that area.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Alright. Ooh, clean. Very clean. Just in case. Oh, that worked. I wonder. this work? Where's that grenade? Hey, you. Haha, it worked! Oh, I love how fast those move in this game. Who said that? Oh, hi. I didn't realize how small this thing's capacities was. Jeez, 2 bullets? What are you shooting now? What the fuck? There we go. That was
There.
weird.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Poor schlub. Hey, I leveled up. Squad. Y'all ready for a trip?
Victory! Seal the bulkheads!
Acknowledged.
That weapon looks cooler than it actually is, believe me. It's fun to give your teammates, but it's not fun to use.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharos, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video and how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Alrighty, away we go. Let's get my handy dandy schnipper back out.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
I think I already walked through that room and just missed all of that the first time. Ha ha ha!
I'm on it.
Uh-oh. That could have been bad. I think I got him.
I'm on it.
Through that.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Got it. Ready to go on another trip? Sit back, relax, drink some water, watch some Death and Destruction. Happy thing. Look at that baby Reaper ship.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
For the Empire.
Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Their sacrifices will be honored in the coming Empire. Hey, look, it's the collectors.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Ouch. I gotta try to remember to use my cloak more. Hey, where the frick did you come from? Oh. So it came from that. Let's keep.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Cerberus ain't good people. Also these for humans. I think. I mean, like, that's, like, against the whole Cerberus MO. Oh! What's my hack button? There we go. Oh, oh, forgot that can wear off. Oh, shredded me. I forgot to pay attention to it again.
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Yeah, I noticed. There, we'll go through the same way we did last time, just for regularity's sake. Make sure
They were
everything
gunned
goes
down
the
while
same
having
way they
drinks
did.
and watching the game.
That armor.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Yada yada. Yada. That thing blow up yet? Yes, it did. Fucking hate how powerful these grenades are in this difficulty. Someone's still alive. Oh, that's another turret.
Right away.
Aw, you killed him. I wanted to do that. Right, and they retracted the bridge.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
I remember sometimes spending like an absurd amount of time searching around, figuring out where to go, when you just had to drop down right there and then climb up the ladders. Usually feel pretty stupid about it too. But, you know, it happens. Oh, I'm very low on ammo. Are there any ammo boxes around here? Before I, you know... There we go. Any others? Yes. Okay, perfect. Now I'm fully equipped for that fight. This next fight. Assuming there is one. I mean, what do I know?
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Lots of bogeys inbound, Commander. We'll have to hold this position.
Did I get him? Haha! I got both those
Here they come.
Guardians in one shot. Hi there. Hit someone. Might say this game has hit markers. I don't remember if they did last game. They might have. I just don't remember. There. Oh, I missed. jeez. Okay. Gone. I think that's the definition of shredded. Come on, hit him. I don't know what I hit. Are either of those guys still alive? Oh, that one was. I think I shot the same one a few times. It happens, you know? It
Looks like we got a
happens.
second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Your corner man? What the hell is a corner man?
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
I'm good.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
That I got a very close look at that rocket. God, I hate Atlas mechs. That shot might have done it. Nope. No, it didn't. There we go. Now he's gotta worry about the rest of these dudes. Oh, shit.
Affirmative.
Kind of invisible right here. Alright, get the arm back up. Still alive.
Objective acquired.
For the love of God. It's a pretty good shotgun, I'll admit.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Not a second too soon.
There, you've got it. Goddess.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes.
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. sector is secure. Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
My thumb looked really long in that shot. Just saying.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste.
I
Knock it out.
won't.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
Also, if you didn't notice, in
All
this
life
room,
provides clues for
all
those who
hair
read
looks
them.
weird.
It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
Yeah, I think we're good on cards.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, Whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
True facts.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Damn right. Grunt is a beast.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
Oh, really?
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
And that's Javik. Okay. Let's see here. So it's 6 o'clock. Kind of want to stream some COD beta. We do another part, and that'll put me at 7. Yeah, I'm gonna do another part. So thank you for joining me for part 3. Thanks. There's the links are in the description to come back a little bit for part 4.